So. Continue. So. Wo waren wir? Wir waren da. Ich glaube, Betrayal ist der kürzere Weg. Is another warehouse?
Looks just like the one on the last floor.
There's even a big old door in the same spot where the number 9 door is in the other warehouse.
Was ist eigentlich hinter der Tür?
No lever to open it anyway, that I can see.
True, but it's rusted over. I don't think it's opening anytime soon. Okay. Why should we couldn't possibly open that with our bare hands?
Duh. How much do you think that thing weighs?
They'd have about as much luck trying to lift a pickup truck, even if it was unlocked.
I want to know what those are.
Those white doors?
Are they chromatic doors?
Yeah, seems like it. I mean, look at this. It's one of those things that says lock.
Yeah, just like the ones next to the other chromatic doors.
Is they saying all the chromatic doors for the next round are white?
Yeah, they were different colors before, but...
Guess things have changed for this round.
Before we could discuss the doors any further, a familiar robotic voice crackled over the speakers. An AB gate has been opened.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45.
One of
What?
the other teams opened the gate early.
Ach was.
What in the hell they do that for? We haven't even started back yet. Never mind, White. We just need to get back up there pronto. I'm worried about Quark. We need to hook up with Alice and Kay. The sooner the better.
Right, got
Let's
it.
go.
Let's go. Bring, 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 bring. They know the way. The way. Yeah. Okay. Hallo, Brownie. Willkommen. Warehouse A. So. Mal schauen, wer die Tür aufgemacht hat. Ich habe ja so eine Vermutung. Return to the floor A warehouse to find only 2 people waiting for us. Kay, who'd gone through the red door. And Dio, who'd gone through the green door.
Where's Quark?
We took him to the infirmary. At the moment, Alice, Phi, and Luna are looking after him.
Is he all right?
I don't know if I would describe him as all right, but apparently his condition has not worsened, if that's what you mean. He is still resting. However, we...
Good. I'm going to the infirmary.
Tenmyoji, please, wait!
Tenmyoji ignored Kay and took off at a run through the yellow door.
Oh dear, he's gone. There was something I needed to tell him.
Well, it's not like it matters. The girls will just tell him when he gets there. He ought to calm down once he's seen the kid.
Was denn? Was? Chloe and I looked at one another, eyebrows raised.
What are they going to tell him?
Well, you see...
What?
You found virus medicine in the laboratory?
Yes. Unfortunately, we found only a single vial.
Then we can cure Quark's Radical 6.
So it would seem.
Well, I guess we should head over to the infirmary and see how he's doing. Come on, let's go.
Right behind you.
He should be fine now. It might take some time for him to recover fully, but
the worst is over.
Luna's voice was quiet as she stepped back from Quark. She held an injection gun with an empty vial. Delicately, she placed it back in the cabinet. Quark had been laid out on a crude cot and was still sound asleep. His breathing was even and his expression was peaceful. He looked like any other child, sleeping soundly after a long day of doing whatever it is children do to amuse themselves. Any trace of the insanity he'd shown earlier was nowhere to be found.
Is he really going to be okay?
Yes, we analyzed the vial and confirmed that it was definitely Excelivir, now that I've administered it.
The Excelivir should eradicate the virus completely given enough time, right?
Yes, that should be the case.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, what a relief.
Things are looking pretty sketchy there for a while, that's for sure.
I felt some of the tension disappear from my shoulders, and I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. We weren't out of the woods yet, but at least Quark was safe. Tenmyoji let out a long, shaky sigh and lowered himself onto one of the empty beds. He rubbed his hands warily across his face, and I thought I saw the glint of tears.
Alice, you and Kay, I don't know what to say other than thanks. You saved his life. I don't know the words to tell you how much that means to me.
Oh, please. It was nothing, really. We just happened to be the ones who went through the red door.
Where is Kay? He's not in here.
He's still in the warehouse. Dio and Kay stayed behind.
They went there to wait for you guys while we came back here. We figured someone should explain what was going on so you wouldn't come back to an empty warehouse.
So Dio and Kay were the ones who opened the AP gates?
Not both of them. There was only one door open.
Well, we should get back and tell them how Quark's doing. Kay will want to know at least.
Yeah, you're right. I nodded and headed back toward the other side of the room. I was nearly there when Tenmyoji suddenly spoke.
That's right.
Huh?
You know that memory card we found?
Oh, this thing?
Yeah. I think I know how we can take a look at what's on it. What, you don't remember? There was a memory card just like it that we used to solve the puzzles in here.
Yeah, he's right.
Huh.
There's a slot next to the screen. It should work for this one, too.
Oh yeah, there it is. Right, yeah. Well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I want to see what's on it.
Okay, just give me a minute here. I slid the card into the slot next to the screen. No sooner had I done so than an image of a waveform popped up on the screen.
Is there an audio file on here? Why don't we turn up the volume a bit?
Luna tapped a few things on the screen and the bar began to move across the screen. Before long, a voice drifted out of the speakers.
This is Control. How's it going over there? Bet you missed the sound of my voice, huh? Well, I gotta be honest. It's getting pretty lonely over here, too. Feeling kind of like howling at the moon, lone wolf style. Speaking of which, I'm looking at it right now. The old girl is beautiful. Never seen a moon this full. And that color. Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh? The moon's this amazing red. If it wasn't so beautiful, it'd be kind of ominous. Wish you guys could see it too, but... sorry, forgot. You're supposed to be on Mars, aren't you?
What?
So, how are Phobos and Deimos looking right now? Sure hope I'll get to look up at them someday, too. Anyway, over. Hey, something wrong? Talk to me, guys. What, you gonna play hard to get because we haven't talked in so long? Enough jokes, all right? Knock it off. Where are you guys? Is there something wrong with the radio? You're saying everything's green? Well then, what the hell's going on here? Why aren't they responding? No, the video feed's online. Look, you can see all 9 of them, 3 at each table. What? Someone hacked our feed? What do you mean, this isn't live? An old clip on repeat? Who would do that? What in the hell is happening here? This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. Please come in. I'm asking you to respond.
This is...
Oh, thank God. You really had me worried there. What happened?
6 of us are... dead.
What?
Counting myself, there are only 3 left.
How? Why are...
They were killed.
What?
I guess you could say I killed them.
What?
No, that's not quite right. Not just them. Not just these 6. All of them. All 6 billion. Soon, I will have killed 6 billion people.
Are you there? Respond! Damn it. This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. We have an emergency situation. We have an unconfirmed report of 6 deceased test subjects. Deploy rescue and escort teams to the test site immediately. Shit. What the hell happened in there?
What? Is that it?
Yes.
What on earth was that?
Any ideas? They got only frowns and shaking heads in response. Only one person showed a reaction other than stunned confusion. Tenmyoji. Long after the audio ended, he stared at the screen deep in thought.
Do you know something, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, I think I know what that was. It's probably a transmission from the Mars mission test site.
Mars?
I'm sorry, what?
You mean some kind of space travel?
What kind of test site was it?
Did you know that the government is developing spaceships with particle annihilation engines? These ships would be able to get humans to Mars a lot faster than old chemical rockets, but they don't want to just send a manned Mars mission off half-cocked. That was the idea behind this test. They built a whole complex on this old Air Force base in Nevada. The idea was that it would be a simulation of a manned mission to Mars with a crew of 9 men and women. They'd monitor the whole thing and use that data to plan the real mission.
So what we just listened to was a transmission from that project?
Yeah.
Why is something like that here?
Don't know why. We found it in the safe. No explanation. Dollars to donuts, it's got something to do with Zero's plan.
Was? Dollars to Donuts? Okay, die Redewendung kenne ich noch nicht.
You mean we were meant to hear what was on that card?
Yeah.
It's all very interesting, but how exactly do you know about all this?
Oh, about the simulated Mars mission?
Yes.
I was involved with the project.
Involved?
Now, the intent was to create as accurate a simulation as possible. That meant we'd need to simulate the radio silence we'd experienced during conjunction.
What's a conjunction?
It means 2 things in space are close to each other. In this case, we're talking about a superior conjunction, where Mars and Earth are on the exact opposite sides of the Sun. So unless we've got some sort of relay, there'll be a period of time where we won't be able to communicate with each other. What we heard on that card was when the simulated conjunction was scheduled to end.
That's when they died.
Now, we don't know that. They could have died long before that conversation. All we know is that's when it was discovered.
So 6 of the test subjects died, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember what she said? There was something about how she didn't just kill 6 people. She said 6 billion. What the heck did she mean by that?
Just what the hell happened there?
Tenmyoji frowned and looked down at the floor. They were all silent as he paced slowly back and forth across the room. At last he stopped, raised his head and spoke.
The truth is that there's a chance a virus escaped from the test site.
A virus? Wait, you don't mean...
Yeah, Radical 6.
What? How can that be?
I'm just telling you what I know, okay? Nobody's sure how Radical 6 got in there in the first place, but one of the subjects might have been infected when they entered. Or the virus itself might have been an intentional part of the simulation. The test site deaths became the index case for a pandemic. Anyway, Prevailing wisdom says it got out somehow. And once it was out, it spread pretty quick. All across the planet.
And it killed 6 billion people?
No, not directly. Best numbers put only a third or so of those deaths as directly caused by Radical 6. The other 4 billion died from the collapse caused by the deaths of that first third. The whole world just fell apart.
Oh, wow, damn. I have a lot of questions. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start knowing where to start. Well, no, take that back. Explain the date. Unless I heard this wrong, the day the Radical 6 got out was December 31st, 2028.
Yeah.
But the day I got grabbed by the guy in the gas mask was December 25th, 2028.
Me too. Christmas Day.
I was kidnapped on Christmas too.
Clover and I were taken 3 days earlier, on the 22nd.
Ein Luna wurdest du nicht.
Yeah.
Then you see what I'm saying, right? That recording was made close to a week after we were all picked up. What the hell is going on here? That thing is from the future.
You see...
10 minutes.
Ernsthaft?
If no...
We're out of time. We need to go back to the warehouse.
Ernsthaft? Ah! Oh! Cockblock mich not Spiel, Mann. Wait, you have an answer.
Don't care. I need more than 10 minutes to explain everything. Half-assing it is just gonna make you more confused. Now get moving. That's enough!
What?
Shut your damn hole or I'm picking Betray!
Hey, come on now.
Fine. Do what you want, but I need to get back to the AB rooms. I'd like to stay with Quark, but he seems to be doing all right.
I'll stay here with him. Fi can do the voting for our pair. I can trust her. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, sure.
Nah.
Well, if you'd be willing to do that, I'd be much obliged. Thanks, Luna. Take good care of him.
Of course. I'll make sure everything goes fine.
Talmadge gave her one last nod, then turned and dashed out of the infirmary. Dummer Dio, warum hat der den Kack-AB-Zeug aufgemacht? Und das... Dio ist scheiße. Well, that's that, I guess. We should probably be going to.
Yes. We'll just have to wait to hear the rest of what he has to say later.
I'd rather just get it all out in the open now, but there's not much we can do.
Let's get going then.
We returned to the warehouse to find only Kay. I explained what had happened with Quark and then glanced around the room. Hey, where's Dio?
He has gone into his AB room.
Already?
Indeed.
Then he opened the first AB gate, right?
Of course.
Natürlich war's
This is
Dio.
bad. I won't be able to talk with him. This is going to limit my choices.
You've only got one BP left, don't you?
Yeah. Luna's the same.
If Vi chooses Ally and Dio picks Betray...
Phi and Luna will be penalized.
Auch noch Damen, das Spiel zu manipulieren. Ja, trotzdem ist Dio scheiße.
I don't have a choice. I'll have to pick Betray. The risk with Ally is just too high.
Hey, Alice, don't you have one BP too?
That's right. But Kay and I will be playing against Quark.
And he'll just default to Ally. I guess you don't need to worry about getting penalized then, huh?
But what if Alice and Kate choose Betray?
You needn't worry. That will not happen. Even though, as you have told me, Quark is recovering, he is still weak. Moreover, he is only a child. To betray an innocent child would be...
Yeah, that would be unthinkable. Even if you ignore his age or condition. It's hardly fair to take advantage of someone who can't vote.
So you won't to Ally?
Yes.
Of course.
Well then, shall we go?
Yes.
Kay and Alice nodded to one another and disappeared into the AB room, second from the right. Without saying anything, Fi turned and walked into the room just left of theirs. Aber müssen wir jetzt ernsthaft jede Tür offen zugehen sehen? That left only myself, Chloe, and Tenmyoji.
Do you remember what you said to me when you chose the blue door? Something about how you'd convince me to choose ally? Seems like now would be the time to let me know how you're going to convince me.
Well, it's not that complicated. I promise you that Clove and I will vote ally. That's it, pretty much.
I see. And you figure I'll believe you because you've only got 1 BP. Once you've told me that you plan to ally, I won't be able to choose betray. Since if you're telling the truth...
You'll kill me.
Not a bad plan, but it assumes that I've taken killing you off the table. Seems like a risky bet for you.
I disagree.
Why is that?
Clover's BP is 6. If you ally and we betray, then she'd have enough points to escape, right? She could run off through the number 9 door as soon as this round is over.
I'd never...
Yeah, Chloe, that's easy for you to say. But think about it from my perspective. Sure, you might not, but you also might. If I guess wrong, that's a pretty big loss for me.
Well, what if Clover tries to seduce you to get what she wants?
What?
That's just an example. What I'm trying to say is that once you two are in that room, Clover might try and make some sort of bargain with you. I'm asking what you're going to do if that happens. Are you sure you'll still choose ally?
Seduce me, huh?
Hey! What are you staring at, you perv? There's no way on earth I'd do anything like that! Ugh! As if! In your dreams, creep.
Well, that's that then. Not gonna lie though, I'm a little disappointed.
So I can trust you. You're gonna choose ally.
You can trust us.
Promise.
Of course.
We promise.
Alright. I guess I'll vote ally too then.
3 minutes remain.
Well, looks like we don't have much time left. I'm trusting you.
I'm trusting you too. Tenmyoji gave us a curt nod, then turned and strode into the second AB room from the left. Right, well, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boop. Start.
Hey, Sigma, I wanted to ask you something.
What's up?
Could you pick betray for me? I mean,
What?
I could try and, like, tackle you. But you're so big and strong, you'd probably just throw me on the ground and that'd be it.
Yeah, well,
So I thought I might as well just ask you really nicely. Oh, I mean, I'd be happy to, pay you back. If you just pick betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
Anything?
Yep, anything. So think carefully, okay? If you choose ally, you're trusting him with your life.
Yeah, if you choose to betray, it's all over.
Uh-huh. Are you really, really sure you can trust that old fart?
I know that's not very nice.
The only safe choice is to pick betray.
But if he chooses ally, and we don't.
Then I'll have 9 BP. But you don't need to worry about that. Even if I do get 9 BP, I won't just go and open the number 9 door all by myself. I mean, Alice wouldn't have 9 points yet. And I can't leave her behind. Please, will you pick betray?
No.
20 seconds remain.
The voting machine was in front of me. I didn't have much time left to think. Would I keep my promise to Tenmyoji and Big Ally? Or would I betray him for Clover and...
If you just pick betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
In the end, there was only one possible answer.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Round 2
Betray.
results. Thank you. And Result, please.
Kein Gelaber zwischen Anzeige. Zwischen rausgehen und Anzeige. Haben wir Ella schon? Ne. Ne, Ella haben wir noch nicht. Machen wir aber gleich.
Been assigned. Please check.
So, that's how it is, huh? Promises are made to be broken, I see.
Sorry, I just can't bring myself to trust you.
I could have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah, after all, you did choose betray in the last
That was a
round.
completely different situation. Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
Don't worry. She'd never try and open
Really? Then what's that?
Huh?
Look, I believe she's standing in front of the number 9 door right now.
What the hell? No, wait. Hat uns belogen. Aber...
Oh, the number 9 door.
She opened it.
Shit!
Aber... Clover, what the hell are you doing?
Alice gave me an order, though.
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AB game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I'm giving you an order as your commanding officer. Escape.
What about the promise you made me?
Promise?
You said you'd listen to anything I say.
So, I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough. Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it?
You...
What? Were you thinking of something gross? You're a perv.
Hey, come on now.
The number it will reach.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so I'll be heading off now.
Clover!
Clover!
You fucking bitch! You're not getting out of here!
You leapt toward Chloe with a roar, but she danced quickly aside, dodging his punch with ease.
Bye, guys.
With a large, carefree grin, she leapt through the number 9 door. So war das aber nicht abgemacht.
The number this thing as escape. Please.
She's gone.
Shit!
All we can do now is wait for her to call for help.
Help, huh? Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? Tenmyoji said nothing, just shuffled off through the yellow door and out of the room. Cold silence descended on the rest of us. It was a silence that promised to remain for a very, very long time. Game over. No. So ein Mist. Yeah. Ich glaube spätestens, sobald sich die Tür geschlossen hätte, wäre Clover rechtzeitig noch durchgegangen. Allein. Fick dich, Clover. So nicht.
Results from round 2, please.
Oh. Na. Yay. Bin nicht gestorben.
Points have been assigned or subtracted
In der
accordingly.
nächsten Runde könnten 4 Leute gehen. Clover, Tenmyoji, Quark und Kay.
Please check your bracelet.
Looks like you managed to trust me.
Well, it seems like I made the right choice.
Only did what I said I would.
You really helped me out.
I could say the same
Thanks.
thing. No need for thanks.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin. I felt myself smile a little in response. Clover, on the other hand, looked less than pleased.
That was a bad choice, Sigma.
Bullshit!
And after I told you I'd listen to anything you said. Oh well, whatever.
She sighed heavily, shot me one last annoyed look and stalked off. I've been subtracted. Huh? I've been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Blah. Across the room, Dio and Phi were already confronting one another over their own results.
You tried to kill me and Luna. Can't say I'm surprised.
Ah, don't give me that. You know exactly what I was doing. I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick Ally. You'd defend yourself with betray, just like I would. Wait, where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Is that where Alice went too?
Alice? No, she went into one of the AB rooms with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When the doors opened, however, she left, somewhat unsteadily, in the direction of the cyan door.
Unsteadily? Oh no.
She left the warehouse?
Indeed.
Without even checking the results?
It is
Correct. There was little reason to check them.
Yeah, it's not like Quark was gonna betray you.
Indeed.
And you two still choose Ally. Man, what a pair of bleeding hearts.
If you
Halt
say
die
so.
Fresse, Dio.
Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity.
Ooh.
Where did Alice run off to?
While we were in the AB room, she mentioned being quite tired. Perhaps she went to one of the cabins to rest.
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
An ominous rumble filled the warehouse. Ding ding.
The
Yeah, Starkey. We can open the gates as many times as we want.
That means the star keys can be used to play the AB game any number of times. If I understood that announcement correctly, that is.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
Ja, Farben und so weiter ändern sich. I want to see what all your colors groups are this time. With moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. 8! Oh, und so weiter. Huh, it looks like all the colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair and Phi's a magenta pair, but Tenmyoji is a yellow pair.
3 solos are red, green, and blue. Kay's red, Dio's green, and you're blue.
Blah, 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 blah. Then how are we supposed to group up for the chromatic doors? I think they're gonna be white this time.
Oh, yes. Dio told me about them. Very interesting.
Where were you?
Yeah, they're white, all of them. I had a good look while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
You should have seen them then too, Vi.
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the doors in the floor B warehouse, right?
Right. Yeah, so late on us. How are group's going to shake out this time? Oh no. Final began to explode.
Huh?
Mit wem bin ich? Mit Tenmyochi und einer Fragezeichenperson.
Wait, you mean there's only one option?
Yeah, there's no Alice, but it's pretty... Right.
There's no Alice? Okay.
Alright, well, I've got plenty of time until those white doors open.
About an hour, it looks like.
I'm gonna go find Alice.
Of course. I'll come with you then.
Alice is tot. Clover gave a shrug, and the two of them headed out through the cyan door.
Do I really need to say it?
The infirmary, right? You're going to go check on Quark.
Yeah.
He gave me a nod and trotted out through the yellow door. Tenmyochi, du wolltest uns noch Sachen erzählen. But left only 3 of us, Dio and myself. What are you guys going to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink. You wanna tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me? I find it rather hard to drink with this mask on.
Ah, right, of course. My bad. Well, I'm out.
Later. With a lazy wave of his hand, Dio slouched off toward the magenta door. It took me a moment to realize Kay was following him.
Hey, what is this? You following me?
No, you must be mistaken. I hope to investigate floor B further. There are still several rooms I haven't visited.
Okay. You don't have to tell me your life story. See ya.
The conversation ended as they reached the door and stepped through it. Alright, what should I do?
Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh?
Of course. I need to get the rest of that story out of Tenmyochi. The words were scarcely out of my mouth before I set off at a dead run down the hallway and toward the infirmary. Wann die Info von Kay? Welche Info? Meinst du? Also, dass Sigma dass irgendwie Sigma Kay ist und dass Luna ein Roboter ist. Ja, dass Luna ein Roboter ist, das war schon wichtig, da hier. Beziehungsweise, da hier. Das war ein... Beziehungsweise, ne, da haben wir... Oder? Ah ja, das haben wir da rausgefunden. Ne, wo haben wir es rausgefunden? Oh, ich hab keine Ahnung. Ja, das K-Sigma ist, das wird noch irgendwann wichtig sein. Nehme ich an. Ah, there's nobody here. But the room was completely empty. I edged forward and peeked around the partition. There he was, Tenmyochi. He was standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence, looking down at something in his hand. A picture. I must have made some small noise because he suddenly looked up, saw me, and hastily shoved the photo back into his pocket. What was that? It was a photo of something, right? Was it yours?
Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you.
But all of the stuff we had with us when we got grabbed was taken away. Why were you hiding it?
Why should I tell all of you about one measly photo?
Anyway, where's Luna?
I asked her to leave. I wanted to be alone with Quark for a bit. So, why are you here?
I wanted to hear the rest.
The rest of what? What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about this simulated manned mission to Mars. We heard that recording about it.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
What?
I'm getting old. Memory's not what it used to be.
Oh.
Seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
Hey, nice try, pal. But you're not getting away with it this time. You remember something, alright? You remember so much you told me it'd take way more than 10 minutes to tell it all.
You really sure you want to know?
Yeah. Huh?
Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it. Maybe you'll wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut. Just think about all the hopes you've got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past. What if what I have to tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow, and the whole world just crumbles around you? You sure you want that?
Hey, come on. You don't need to threaten me.
This isn't a threat. I'm being honest here. Are you really, truly prepared?
I'm ready. Well, of course. I never got the chance to say, I am. Ach, was ist denn jetzt schon wieder? Before could fire exploded in the room, her face a mixture of anxiety and fear.
Good.
Good.
There you are.
Did something happen?
Alice.
Ja, Alice ist tot, ich weiß.
Alice is... Look, just come with me, alright? She's in the number 2 cabin.
Ach was. Aber ich will mit Tenmyoji sprechen. Without waiting for a response, Fi spun around and ran back out of the room. Tenmyoji and I exchanged a quick, confused look, then leapt up and took off after her. Oh nein, alles ist tot. Sie hat sich selbst umgebracht. Wie schlimm. The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. Felt as if I walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No, why did this happen? I forced one shaking foot to forward, then the next. My legs began to buckle, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down, calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. At last, I pressed my fingers to her neck, and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly, she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No, it's not true. Why? Then I noticed it. Oh, the blood must have distracted me, but now I saw that there was a scalpel buried in the chest. Judging by the position of its handle, she had been stabbed through the heart. I felt a sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest, and my stomach lurched. Bile and hopelessness rose up in my throat. I stood, hands balled tightly into white-knuckled fists, and took a deep breath. All around the room were the rest of the Nonary Games participants, except, of course, for Quark. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it had been one of them, though, there was no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? The looks they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. Müsste Sigma ist eigentlich... Sigma, ja. Eigentlich müsste Sigma das schon wissen, ja. Bloß... Der erinnert sich halt... Hat wahrscheinlich keinen Bock, sich an so wichtige Sachen zu erinnern. An unsettling silence filled the room. Clover was the first to speak.
Who did this? Say something! Answer me!
Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed.
Then what happened? An accident?
No,
You
radical
think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
Cool it, kid.
You did it, didn't you?
Are you nuts?
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it?
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it?
No, nothing happened.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened! If she was going to leave, she'd tell me! She...
Hey, Clover, don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves!
Wer weiß?
Oh, I see. I see. I get it now. You're all in on it, aren't you? It wasn't just one killer. It was 6! No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder.
Clover, please, just settle down.
Fine. Show me some proof then. Prove to me in 10 seconds that you didn't murder my friend.
Naja, aber man muss sagen, zu Sigmas Verteidigung, er erinnert sich ja nicht immer aus eigener Anstrengung raus. Manchmal kommt das halt einfach nur zu ihm. Der kann das ja nicht wirklich steuern.
Or I'm going to kill every last one of you bastards!
Bäh.
You're all going to die just like she did!
Hey, hold on a minute.
9, 8, 7, Clover, 6, 5, 4,
Clover!
3, 2, 1.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J. Ah! Ich erinnere mich an Sachen. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. Suddenly Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What? No, there's no way she'd do that.
It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with the scalpel.
All right, where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well,
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes, I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
so she could have taken the scalpel then.
Yes, I think so.
You're lying! This is all a lie! It has to be!
It's not. It's the truth.
Then why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her.
You just said she killed herself! Just tell me the truth! Then prove
I
it!
am.
Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
I do! I have proof! There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Ah, well, Alice would have it then.
Fi, can you... I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look?
Sure.
Wo soll Alice das Buch bitte verstaut haben? Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully she drew something out. Woher? There it was. The journal. Fi turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back up at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin, but translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this.
Page 216.
Huh?
Turn to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Fi's frown deepened, but she did as I suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know? No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I just knew.
You just knew? Come on.
Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to read what it says there. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Fi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. Radical 6 reduces the processing speed of the brain by a factor of the root of 1/6. Zeug, das wir schon kennen.
Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one.
Fi shut the journal with a soft slap. Können wir jetzt endlich wieder mit Tenmyoji sprechen? Ich will wissen, was der zu sagen hat. A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Tenmyoji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated and she collapsed to the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs.
We've got a problem. It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's
Aber
place.
ich will wissen, was Tenmyoji zu sagen
Fi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
So she was a magenta pear, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
As he spoke, Duke grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket. Wir werden nie hören, was Tenmyoji zu sagen hat.
I'm a cyan pear.
You are part of Clover's pair, then. That means the two of you will need to come with me.
Das heißt, ich bin mit Tenmyoji und Quark in einer
Come on
Gruppe.
now, Clover. We need to go.
Vielleicht haben wir doch noch die Chance,
Alice
mit
would want you
Tenmyoji
to
zu sprechen.
survive, wouldn't she? You'll never be able to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please. You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you.
Das weißt du doch, Radical
I'll
6 und
figure
so.
out who Zero really is.
Also,
I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have... This never would have happened. So it's like Zero killed you. I promise. I'll avenge you.
Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across her cheeks. Then, with a determined frown, she strode out of the room.
Alright, we're out of time. Move, people.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse. We'll catch up with you later.
Oh, right. Quark's got the yellow bracelet, which makes him your partner, right?
Yeah, can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AV room. Okay, let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we've picked up Quark.
Very well. Until we meet again.
Yeah, good. Quark ist verschwunden.
Quark,
Ach, scheiße.
You're awake.
Yeah, I just woke up. Hey, where's everybody else?
Oh God, Quark.
Tenmyochi's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid Quark would disappear in a puff of smoke the moment he was touched. When Quark proved to indeed be corporeal, Tenmyochi let out a cry and threw his arms around him.
What's wrong? Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing. Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But...
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Tenmyochi didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief, and I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Tenmyochi deserved a few minutes. I left them alone. At last, Tenmyochi seemed to recover and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
So, how are you feeling?
Feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
No. You're not sick. If you feel fine, then you're fine.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing for?
Sorry.
You're doing it again. Are you sure you're okay?
No.
So, where's everybody else? Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kind of silly.
Gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. I got the feeling Tenmyochi didn't want Quark to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was something I also left for later.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
Yeah.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
Well, we've got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
Oh! That's not good! We need to hurry, come on! How do we get to the Floor B warehouse?
Okay, we're going.
Follow me! Follow me and everything will be alright. Ich will endlich den Tenmyochi-Geschichte hören, Mann. Doofes Spiel. Bum, bum, bum. Warehouse B. Yeah.
Chromat 5.
You're late. Where the hell have you been? Quark?
Ta!
You're awake.
And fully recovered, apparently.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
Me too.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I looked out at the others from behind Quark and held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentary raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everyone suddenly fell silent.
Huh?
Huh? From Quark's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
Anyway, there is isn't any time left. We need to hurry.
But there are 3 doors.
Which team goes in which door?
All of the doors are identical for this round.
Yeah.
I believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Then we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing. Unfortunately, I don't really have a counter-argument, so center door it is.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay? I mean, we could go with the other one if you want.
Ken Clover only nodded.
Well, there's only one left.
The door on the right.
Any objections?
Objection!
Alright, let's move.
Ja, ich hab ein Objection hier. Ich hab ein Objection. Ja, hier Dings, ne. So. Da.
30 seconds remain.
Hurry it up, Fi. This thing's gonna close.
I know.
I know.
It's time we were going as well.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
Come on, guys, there's no time to waste.
Right behind you.
Hello, Broken.
Let's go.
1, 0. Chromatic.
Yeah. Director's Office. Schon mal was gesehen, was hinter der weißen Tür war. Ja. Ja, da hier den Raum kennen wir, zumindest den einen Computer kennen wir und hier Security Raum kennen wir. Der war schon mal hinter den weißen Türen. Ansonsten kennen wir noch keinen. What's this place?
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
It said director's office on the door.
So this might be Zero Senior's office.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Well, which it is? Which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
Pokémon Detektiv rauskommen dieses Jahr. Pokémon Detektiv. Ich kenne nur Detektiv Pikachu. Aber von dem Spiel nie wieder was gehört irgendwie. Wenn Detective Pikachu. Ja, dann den Trailer kenne ich, ja. Mit dem komischen Pikachu, das normal Menschensprache sprechen kann.
We should look around. If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some clues.
Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then. Way out. Wie viel Spiele haben wir noch? Nachdem noch 2. Ja, da können wir den Raum hier, denke ich mal, noch machen. Business Card Holder. A, B. Ja, fuck. Oh. Ah. Moment. Ne, Quatsch. Fuck. 3, 4, 3. Don't have enough information. Doch. Fuck. 3. 4, 3. Ah. März kommt. Interessant. Brandy. Den Ballon kaputt machen. Bestecht den Ballon. Expensive brandy. Ha! Ah! Ein Parallelogramm. Globe. Facial recognition device. Ah. Gender mismatch. Maybe you should dress up. Quark up like a girl. No way. Why don't shoulders up there? It's a picture. Auf dem Bild ist eine Frau. Da war was da hinten. Oh my God. Darf ich mir das Bild ansehen? She's just a girl. Is she your granddaughter? No. Well, who is she then? I'd find you've already seen her after all. Her name is Akane Kurashiki. I've been looking for her for a long time. Why? Because she's his first love. No, you've got it wrong. But you carry that picture everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. And when you don't think anybody's watching you talk to it, I've seen you do it. Oh. Didn't mark you for a hopeless romantic, did Miyuchi? Look, that's not about love. And I'm not a goddamn romantic. Okay. You don't want to talk about it, I get it. Da. So, großer Punkt. Großer Plotpunkt hier. Ah. Batterie. P. So, ja. Akane Kurashiki. nehme an, man erinnert sich eventuell noch an sie aus dem vorherigen Spiel. War das beim letzten Mal? Ich weiß nicht mehr. Aber wir haben ja die ID-Karte von der alten Frau gesehen. Save is really big. Und wir haben komischerweise ganz zufällig den gleichen Nachnamen. Ach, nicht der Scheiß schon wieder. Mal gucken, ob das funktioniert. Das andere. Weißlieder, gelb, rot. What about a globe? Was? World Map. Oh. Blau-Weiß, Grün-Rot, Gelb-Lila, Blau-Weiß, Blau-Weiß, Gelb-Lila. Das Grün-Rot. No. Bind dir. Got 2 pieces of paper. Page 1 of the business card instructions. Business card instructions. Das Rätsel, das ich zufälligerweise schon gelöst habe. Zumindest meines Erachtens nach. Bob, Chris, John, Tony, Ian. Ian. Keine Ahnung. John. Okay, doch nicht. Bob. John. Nee. The women are requested the following positions. They are requesting. Carol likes being on the left. Carol ist entweder da oder da. And prefers to be near Bob. And yeah, Bob. Alan would like to be above Anne. Sophie likes to be on the very right. Sophie. Kate likes to be next to Michael. Yay. And Lola. Book? Oh, Book 334. Ah. Okay, fast richtig. Gut. Well, book is a bunch of pieces of paper that are bound together with... I know what a book is. 334. Kann ich denn die Bücher hin tun? Dahin. Was mache ich denn mit den Büchern? Ich meine, wo kann ich denn das Ding da hier hinhängen? Gut. Mind bullets. Hey. Hallo, Alucard. No. Leave it alone. Ich mit dem Tablet. Halt nicht. Tablet da. Telegramm, keine Ahnung. Ah, jetzt ist ein Haar. Hier. Four-digit password. Hello. A-E-L. Ja. Das verstehe ich noch nicht ganz. Ach, da hier drin war doch noch was, ne? Nee. Da ist links noch was, Mann. Oder auch nicht. Dahinter. Stimmt, aber dahinter noch was. Helper. Schönes Passwort. Ja, ja. Oh, das ist schon das Passwort für das Zeug. Okay, was ist das Passwort für das andere? Rückwärts. Play. Help. Zero. Tangram, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Damit ich mir ungefähr die Winkel merken kann. Da Parallelogramm fertig. Oh, muss ich ernsthaft jetzt ein Tangram machen? Oh, nee, das ist mir zu. Oh, da habe ich keinen Kopf für heute. Oh je, who's the man? Das Internet. IILP. Yeah. Drei Sonnen. Ui. Okay. Blablabla. Pass. So, Secrets. Vorletzten Secrets. Sun, Moon, Star Key. 3 different types of card keys, generally found in the safes in each room and used to open the AB gate. Without them, you can't open the AB gate to play the AB game, which means you can't gain BP. In other words, getting one of these cards is the first step in your escape. The Sun key is used during the first round, the Moon key for the second, and the Star key for the third. Slingshot. An elementary device that uses rubber to launch a small projectile, frequently used to adolescent ne'er-do-wells. Can be used as a necklace, but this is not recommended. Okay, oops. Test site mystery. The site in question was for a simulated manned mission to Mars held in the Nevada desert. On New Year's Eve 2028, the audio logs from the simulation contain a woman's voice, assumed to be one of the test subjects, saying the following: 6 of us are dead. Counting myself, there are only 3 left. I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them. Not just these 6. All of them. All 6 billion. Most evidence seems to suggest that this was the beginning of the Radical 6 outbreak and that the Nevada facility was the epicenter of the pandemic. Termite. A general term used to refer to the insects in the epifamily of Termitoidae of the cockroach order Blattolae. That's right! Even though they are sometimes called white ants, termites aren't even in the same family as ants. They're in the cockroach family instead. Also, king crabs are in the hermit crab order, and the Remora is in the Perciformes order. Gut, Termiten. Termiten sind anscheinend keine Ameisen, sondern Kakerlaken. Have a nice blah blah blah. Bird03 says before he leaves, there are few variations. Have a nice trouble, have a nice tragedy, have a nice trust. Conjunction. A term used in positional astronomy. Put simply, it means that 2 celestial bodies appear near one another in the sky. When used in the context of our solar system, it often refers to a position where a given celestial body is aligned with the Sun. For example, when Mars is on the opposite side of the Sun from Earth, it is considered to be in conjunction with Earth. Mercury and Venus, which orbit closer to the Sun than the Earth does, have 2 types of conjunction. When they are hidden on the other side of the Sun, this is referred to a superior conjunction. When they are lined up on the near side of the Sun, it's called inferior conjunction. Tenmyochi's picture. This is the photograph that Tenmyochi was holding. The subject is a girl named Akane Kurashiki. Akane was one of the people who appeared in this game's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, $9 as a childhood friend of Junpei, the title's main character. In 1999 she was 21 years old. This picture was taken 9 years before then, when she was 12. Look at the left side of the picture. If you look closely, it almost looks like there's a man grinning in the background. Do you see him? Don't worry if it seems a little strange. A spirit medium has told us that the person in this picture is a guardian spirit who's looking after her. He must have shown up here because he'd heard what sort of destiny she had in store and decided to see how she was doing. Dieser Name. Wie dieser Name. Haben wir das eventuell irgendwo noch? Ne, schade. Für 21, da kann es machen. Kurashiki. Der 999 war June, aka Akane 21. Stand bei der alten Frau drauf. Das ist richtig, ja. Starkies und ein Schlüssel. Let's go. Falsche Seite. Gut. Sigma, du musst nicht jedes Mal einen Countdown machen, wenn du eine Tür öffnen willst. Okay. kriegt man heute gar nicht das Ende. Kriegt man das erst morgen. Aber ich denke mal, so lang sollte das vielleicht gar nicht mehr dauern. Da werden wir morgen das Ende.
No!
Was? Doch? Oh, fuck off! Da ist er noch mehr als links. Oh. Ernsthaft? Das Spiel ist doch schon so lang. Okay. Ja gut, dann machen wir halt morgen das Zeug. Okay, dann dauert's, dann kann es noch ein bisschen dauern. Kann sogar sein, dass wir dann nächste Woche doch noch nicht fertig werden mit dem Spiel. Ah, gut, ja. Rest von dem Ende-Zeug da machen wir dann beim nächsten Mal. Mann.